Ooh, that's what we're looking for right there. A huge gray fox, about 180 yards out, right in front of us. Now, we have the 22 Hornet, and we're definitely going to be using that. But this fox is about 180 yards, and I think I want to zero in for 100 and just hold a little bit high. I don't know, because I really don't want to hit this thing in the spine. I really don't want to do that. So we'll try and just slide over a little bit more and get the 22 Hornet ready. Yeah, we'll be zeroed in for 100. I mean, from 100 to 160 really shouldn't be that much of a difference. It really shouldn't, especially with a 22 Hornet. All right, so we're sitting here at about 160 right there, and that should work. This is our 22 Hornet. The shot was absolutely perfect. He's smoked, guys. He's going down. 0%, and he just piled over right there. All right, so I think it was a good thing that we stayed zeroed in for 100 yards. And that's one thing that I like about this 22 Hornet, is the fact that we actually can zero in for 100 yards. You know, versus even the AR308, where we have to stay zeroed in for 160 or 80, which that's not 100 yards. All right, but I believe our fox is piled up right over here. In fact, you can see we spotted it right here. Took the shot right about here. And then it ran back this way. I don't think we're gonna find it, so we definitely need to turn our track. Oh, it's literally right there. Okay, yeah. We would have never found this thing. But you can see it's piled up right here. Beautiful looking big old gray fox. Let's pick him up. It's going to be a 5.86 gold. And we got a double lung shot, 154 yards. All right, this is officially better than the AR 223. This is honestly better than the 223. Look at that penetration. Double lung, and we actually almost even got to the heart. Not only that, we didn't get hardly any drop at all. We literally hit exactly where we were aiming for. He was quartering away just like that right there. We were holding for right there, and that's exactly where we hit. So beautiful, big old gold gray fox down with a 22 Hornet. Oh, what do we got over there, you guys? Another nice gray fox. This is actually a female, but it's gold potential. It's a 6. It's about 220 yards, and in this case here, I'm thinking we'll zero in for 160. And we should be able to hold pretty much right on. Just get off of that branch. There we go. We drop low, you guys. We drop low. Oh my god, there was 2 fox there. There was 2 fox there. We dropped just low. I mean, we actually dropped a good 3 inches low. But because he was right behind that hill... Hold on, how far was that? Oh, 260. Alright, well, that's my bad. I should... Well, according to this, it's saying that he was 220. And according to this, it's saying 260. Now, there's a huge difference between 220 and 260. So, unfortunately, he was at 260. And, yeah, even with the AR 308, we're still going to have a good bit of drop at 260 yards. Because 250 is the max cutoff for bullet drop. And by that, I mean 260, actually 250 is the max. Because after 250, you're going to get drop. I can shoot flat to 250. But after 250, you start to get a ton of drop. It's just unfortunate that we had a perfect opportunity to take that fox down and just didn't know the exact yardage. Well, what I'm hoping for is that maybe it comes back. We only took 1 shot. The 22 Hornet's not super loud. So I'm thinking that if we're patient, we just might get lucky enough, and this fox should come back. You know, I actually got a really good idea. We happen to have a tent setting up right here, which is kind of the direction that that fox actually just went. Well, we found one right there. I don't actually know if that's the same pack of fox that we saw from before. Because before we saw 2 female, and here we have 1 male. Although I really do want to take the shot, I also don't want to potentially spook that 6 female if she's in the area. Which she should be right down there. Well, we are unfortunately not finding the fox, but we did find a couple of nice whitetails out here. That's a good buck right there. That's a 200 plus out there at about 250 yards. There's another buck out there now. We can't get a spotting on him, but we'll keep an eye out. Yeah, I was really hoping we'd get lucky enough to call one of these fox back in, but for some reason they just don't want to come in. All right, so that's actually a buck as well, and we did get a spotting on him, 157. Then we got a 153 right there, and that's the biggest one, a 168 plus, which should be 200 plus. And that is a super small buck there. So basically this whole entire herd is all bucks, but that is going to be the buck that we want to get right there at 257. Yeah, pretty much 257. So we're going to take him down with the AR-308 here, and let's go prone. Get the best shot possible. There he is. What a shot. Beautiful buck is down. Boy, that was awesome. So they should have been right there. In fact, that's the hill that they were right behind right there. I just don't know where they went. What we could always do is come back here another time because, like I said, we literally have a tent right here. So we could just pop up in here quick and, you know, get a good view to see if the fox is in the area. Because I would like to get a gold female fox. You know, I would actually probably say that we may have made a heart shot on that buck. Because how else could we have dropped him at 260 yards with the AR-308? Even though it does have a little more penetration now and power than it used to, it still wouldn't be able to drop a buck at 260 plus yards. It just wouldn't. Oh, hold up. What do we got out here? Ooh, nice bull. It's a 3, not a giant. It's just a nice one. But I wouldn't mind getting that bull down. Because, you know, hopefully something bigger will come back, but if we can pull off a heart shot, that'd be fantastic. Well, one of those shots hit good. I thought the first shot was going to be a heart shot, but I did not see the percentage drop at all. So I honestly couldn't tell you if that was a heart shot or not. But what I do know is one of those shots definitely connected because I tried to spot him after the third shot and he was already going down. All right, but here is our big whitetail buck, or what should be a 200 plus whitetail buck, or at least 180 plus. It's going to be a 193.6, just barely missed being a gold. But our shot actually did connect on a double lung shot at 260 yards. Perfect shot. We didn't get hardly any drop at all, just a tad bit. I was holding for maybe upper to mid lung, and we centered absolutely beautifully. Nice buck down as well. All right, this one may be a little bit difficult to find here because it's starting to get dark out and we're seeing some good blood right there. Now we watched the moose run this way and there it is piled up right over there. So it's a good thing we have the night vision because it helped us find him pretty quickly. But here he is piled up. Let's find out how we did. First shot actually did get lung, 133 yards, 89, would have been too small for a gold. Second shot did get lung as well, and in fact, should have been a running heart shot. Like, that shot was cash money there. First shot, let's see how much we missed the heart by. Ooh, okay, just pulled off a little too much to the right and a tad bit high, but then we actually did hit it again, running at 170 yards right through the center of the brain. And I'm talking like that is dead center, perfect headshot. Wow. Oh, look what we got out here, guys. Look at that. Another big old 7, and then there's another one out there as well, which is a 2 female. All right, so this fox is out there at 330. Yeah, now this one is going to be tricky because he's quartering directly away from us. And the closer we get, basically the more difficult the shot is going to be, because he's going to be behind that hill and we're not really going to have a good opening for the shot. What we may do is try and cut up through this woods here and pop out somewhere around like 150. That just may work. All right, well, there's our fox right there, about 200 yards out, and you can see it's right behind that rock. The female is, of course, right out in the wide open, so that'd be a perfect opportunity for that shot. But yeah, this is going to be a very, very difficult situation. All right, well, actually, this just might work, because there he is right there at 169 yards. We know for sure he's under 200, because if you look at the yardage there, it says 196 max. But I do believe we'll zero for 160. And, oh, we can actually silhouette him really good. This is going to work out nice. I don't believe we need to go prone. I think we'll be able to take him just like this. What a shot! Did you guys just see that? Oh my god, that was epic. Absolutely perfect shot. May I potentially even double lung heart shot that thing. He just flipped right over at about 170 yards. One shot with a 22 Hornet. At least I'm pretty sure it dropped. Last I saw it did a backflip. And should be okay. There's blood there. Where is our fox? Oh my god. It literally blended in with the rocks, you guys. Look at that. You could barely even see that thing. Look at that. Let's pick it up. It's going to be a 5.84 gold, and we did in fact pull off a heart shot, you guys. 167 yard right lung. Perfect heart shot. What an awesome shot on that fox. And again, I'm completely blown away at the accuracy and the penetration of this 22 Hornet. I want to thank a lot of you guys for letting me know about this, because I've been trying to get the 223 pumped up more so we could use it. And although this is not what it would be like in real life. I mean, yeah, the 22 Hornet could do quite decent on fox and coyotes in real life, but there's no way a 22 Hornet or even a 17 HMR would be able to outdo an AR 223 as far as power and penetration. Accuracy wise, yeah, maybe. But power and penetration wise, you can't compete with the 223. But in this case here, the 22 Hornet is absolutely blowing away the AR 223. So I'm super excited the fact that now I know we do have something that we could potentially use until we do get a better solution. But yeah, that's pretty impressive. All right, guys, so we decided to come back here the next morning and try and get lucky enough to spot that 6 again. Well, sure enough, take a look right in front of us here. We got a level 6 and that 4 male. There is the 4. And the female, level 6, is right there. 120 yards away. Now, she's actually quartering at us a good little bit. I don't know if we'd be able to go through and get that shoulder. Again, in this case here, oh, whoa. Okay, we gotta be careful. We cannot risk spooking this thing. I do believe we'll zero in for 100. And maybe we could just wait till it spins a little bit more. We don't really need to rush this shot too much. But at the same time, we also don't want to take too much time. Not only that, there's a rock right here, or I guess you could call it a big boulder, that if we could somehow get up it. Look at this. Sometimes things just work out perfectly. Now, we'll be able to square up on this fox and take her right here prone and potentially even pull off a heart shot. All right, I feel pretty comfortable here. We're looking at probably 120 yards. Look at that. We just doubled up. No freaking way. Our 6 is piled up right there. And we got the 4 right there. I thought our shot might have been a little bit far forward on that second shot. But apparently not, because that thing didn't go 20 yards and piled right over. All right, here we go. Our first female fox down with a 22 Hornet. And it is, in fact, gold potential. So she is right there. And he is right here. This is the 4. Let's take a look at him now. All right, so our shot seemed to be a little bit forward, but in reality, it was absolutely perfect. Almost made a heart shot. Look at that penetration right through that shoulder. We were wondering if we'd be able to go through that shoulder, but clearly you can see we passed through that shoulder like it wasn't even there and came out the opposite lung. That is incredible. It's a 4.4, but this is our big gold potential gray fox. And she's laying right here. Let's take a look. Oh my god, yes, it's a gold! Finally! I've always wanted to get a gold gray fox. I've never gotten one before, and we finally got one. 5.35 gold female gray fox at a level 6. All right, let's take a look at that shot. 116 yards. It was quartering at us. We actually held a little further back because I didn't want to hit that shoulder. As you can see, the shoulder is literally covering up the heart from that angle there. But you can also see from that last fox that we do have plenty of penetration and power to be able to bust through that shoulder and get a single lung or potentially even heart. But in this case here, it worked out good because we got lung, liver, and stomach on that fox. But 5.35 gold. There we go. We're getting her mounted. We are definitely getting her mounted. All right, we got a fox out there. Now this thing's out there 300 plus yards. This is really going to put it to the test. We can only zero in for 160. We are going to have to take a standing shot as well. And we drop low. But luckily, it did not spook it. So we'll get a second attempt at taking the shot. Now, I'm thinking that we may actually have to use like almost the first dot. And we gotta time this just right too, because it keeps putting his head up and down. Wow, this is gonna be tough. Oh my god! We used the first dot! We hit it! We hit it! What? No way. The percentage is dropping, you guys. The percentage is dropping. Unbelievable shot. Do you realize how far that shot was? 300 yards. It dropped so much that we honestly had to use the first dot, the first millidot, in order to hit that thing. Okay, so our fox was right about here somewhere. Now, if we hit that thing in the vitals, then that's officially gonna beat out the AR-223. Oh my god, we did! That's a vital hit, you guys. Look at this. That is officially a vital hit at 300 yards. I can't tell you how many times I've hit something, a small game animal with the AR-223 at over 300 yards and never did in fact get it. Oh my god, there it is! There it is! It's piled up right there! Look at how far that thing ran! It literally ran 250 yards with a lung hit. Oh, that's so cool. Dude, look at this. Check this out. There's blood on top of the rock here. So that thing must have got some major air right about here. Jumped over the top of that rock and just kept hauling all the way over here until it tried to climb to the top of the hill and just couldn't quite make it. And fell over. All right, we're finally almost to our fox. Here he lays. Right here. Let's pick it up. It's going to be a left lung shot at 305 yards. The power and the penetration of this thing just barely were able to connect on lung at that distance there. 300 yards is a super, super far shot for a 22 Hornet or even a 17 HMR. So that is something that you just don't see every day. What a beautiful, beautiful shot. Almost made a heart shot as well. 9.12 Red Fox. And on that note, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And now you know that the 22 Hornet will definitely do pretty fine until we get something other than the AR-223. But that's the absolute max for your shot. 300 yards. Use the first millidot down. Zeroed in for 165. And that hit perfect. But that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.